Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of AchromatiCraft. Cube Prospector, and this is episode 11. Last time in episode 10, if you didn't see it, we actually started building a lot of kind of these little market stalls, a few more around the corner, and we got rid of our farm. If you haven't seen that episode, it was a lot. We had a lot of carrots, a lot of stuff here right in the middle of the city that we've now gotten rid of. We put a lot of grass, we took out a lot of grass and put in a lot of our infestation. We really wanted to kind of get rid of all that green and orange, and we did it. Put a well in, put some paths, we got these markets in, even started marking out, and then let me get out some scaffolding here. I started marking out between episodes kind of where we might put some houses. These aren't exactly, but I just wanted to see kind of how many different little houses we could actually get in here. And it looks like we're going to be able to get a lot. So we might even go a little bigger with some of these. But today, guys, got to give another update. One thing, and I'm trying not to reveal it too quick here, I've been busy off camera building that. I really wanted to have another building kind of in this area to frame it. We got some taller buildings over there. We obviously have the village that we're going to start making over. I wanted to start building kind of a boundary on that side. I don't want to keep spreading this village forever, so I wanted it to look kind of like there were some smaller houses, and then as more people moved in, they built bigger and grander houses because we got the big trading hall, we got all the farms over there that have gone in, and so I did it. Maybe went too big, you'll have to let me know. We'll probably put some trees in there to help frame it out a little bit better. But really, I'm trying to continue to work on those sight lines, where this one we kind of have that portal. I wanted, as you were coming up this way, to really have something else to look at, to intrigue you to go up into. And then some I've been putting off for a long time. Finally finished. Well, I say finished, but maybe we're not quite there. We got this side at least laid out. I need to still put the trees in. Those won't be too hard. It's just simple coral stacking. So we'll get that. And then guys, I landscaped a ton. Because I don't know if you remember, but this hill before was quite steep and quite pointy. So now I've kind of rounded that out, started putting in some ideas of where I want to have paths go. I don't know what's going to go up here. If y'all have any ideas of what we could put up on top of a big hill, I don't know, but it's kind of a cool view, especially once we get some of this, more of this village made over. We're going to have a lot we can kind of see from up here. So cool view. Roof walking iron golem. That's weird. I don't know what the deal is with that. You can see this village is really starting to come together. I'm trying to figure out, where are we going to put roads? Could there be a well right here? I don't know. Some of these houses are in here so tight. But I don't know quite what we're going to do. Like maybe there's still a house missing here. But guys, if you haven't checked out my new mini series, I've actually started taking little houses from the village and making them over in our grayscale style. So make sure you go check that out. I try and take one house and make it into 3 other styles. So maybe a simple makeover all the way up to, well, maybe it's not even recognizable as a village house anymore. But I really want to start expanding through this area. As you can see, we have lots of houses here. We have some taller ones. We have some of these long ones. We even have some of the mason ones down there. So we have a lot of houses that we can make over kind of in the next few episodes. And I want to see if we can do a lot of this really kind of as fast as possible. Get this place in so we can start really making it feel like a village. Right now, kind of lifeless. We need some things here. So we're going to put some villagers in. We're going to bring in some animals. But first, you guys got to see this. Look at how many chest monsters I have. I have this one, and this one, and this one. One over here from a long time ago. These guys are still here. We have another one still over here. a lot of them right here, kind of by our nether portal, and then even two that are sitting over here from when we were working on that. So we got all sorts of stuff in these, and we need to get that cleaned up. So we're going to do it. Today's our day. We're finally going to build a real storage place. I know I've got that house there, and I've got the house over there that I normally sleep in. But guys, I'm not keeping it organized. So let's build a real storage house. Let me sleep, and then we'll kind of talk through what we're going to do. Be right back. All right, and we slept that night away. And this is where I'm thinking. I've got a couple different buildings, but I've got an idea kind of what I want to do for storage room. And really the idea is that I'll have some different chests and then whatever the block is on either side. So it'll almost be kind of this look where I'll be able to, oops, that's not going to go there. But I'll easily be able to come in, and obviously I'm not doing this perfect because I've run out of space there. But the idea is that I would be able to see the block, see the chest next to it. I'm trying not to use item frames because item frames are brown. So I want to see if I can make this as grayscale as possible. It's not going to work inside of this trading hall. Or sorry, not trading hall. Inside of this storage room. Man, my words are not coming to me today. But I want to see if I can make this at least feel pretty grayscale from the outside. And then on the inside, we're going to do as grayscale as possible, but obviously those chests aren't going to be gray. And so we'll kind of hide those away. And then we're going to clear out all of these chest monsters. They've been popping up everywhere. I've been lazy and not putting them back. So let me build this up real quick so you can kind of see the concept. And then we'll get moving these chests in here. So let me get this built up and we will be right back. And just like that, we have our storage all done. Now guys, the inspiration I got from this building wasn't 100% mine. I'm going to put a link down in the description of the building style that I found on Instagram. I took it quite a bit further than what was there, but I just want to make sure that I give credit to the builder who built that one because it really inspired me to kind of have this opening in the inside, which in theirs, they leave completely open so you can just see inside. But since we have so much color, I wanted to make sure that we kind of close that off. Let's go around and kind of give you the look. So again, using the dead coral as our bushes, and I didn't want to be able to see into all the chests, so really I've tried to just make this look like windows are there. Maybe we could pretend like they're drapes or something over top of them. And the path's going to come a little close. We have to pull this terrain back a little. And I'm not quite sure what we're going to do for the path, but guys, it's about the same on all the sides. I build very symmetrical on this one. But let's go in and see what's on the inside. I think this is really where you're going to see a lot more of what I was talking about earlier. So if we come in here, this is my chest. So you see there's still quite a bit of color in here. But what I tried to do is kind of go from my whites all the way to my darks. I didn't make a perfect gradient. Obviously, basalt is darker than the cobble deep slate. But what I've tried to do also as I've gone through here is to really like put all the variants so I kind of understand, is this chest going to be big enough? Because for some things it might not be. I've gone through, some of them there's less. Oh, it looks like I've missed the pressure plate and the button. So I didn't get it perfect, but I tried to, oh, there we go, I stuck them in the wrong one. Oh, and I think I did that because these are crafted blocks. And that's kind of logic I've tried to go through is like, what are kind of the raw blocks, even though these ones are crafted as well. But these are the more detailed ones that I probably won't be having a lot of. Obviously, some of the woods, there's really only two that we'll probably use because they're the only ones that are gray, black, and white. And then over on this side starts being all the things that are more colored or are redstone or are from the nether. And so I stuck one of them in there of each just to wrap my brain kind of around what we wanted to put into them. And guys, now it's the time. It's the time I've been dreading because this is so much work. But we need to break these open, come in here, and start figuring out how well I did this. That's not the concrete. See, even my brain's still wrapping around. But guys, I'm gonna go through the city, and I'll probably do that off camera so you don't have to watch me break a bunch. But I gotta figure out if I actually built this storage system well. Oh, there's the gray. Yeah, I can't even figure out just yet where all the different things mean. Maybe signs are gonna come back in. But guys, I'm gonna start working on getting all of this in, and I will be right back. And what was short for you was a lot of work for me. As you can see, I think we got all these chests, and man, I ran back and forth so many times. We got the chest cleaned up over here. Those are all gone. I left the bed until we get some buildings because I hate running all the way across town to sleep. You'll see some random beds here and there until we get more buildings built, but we got those. We got all of them over there. And I think we got everything over here, guys. That was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought, build this real quick, throw everything in there in like 5 minutes. No, it's like half an hour later. It's crazy. But what's cool, and I'm sure all of you have experienced this, my favorite part is you start realizing like how much stuff you still had scattered across. I thought I was running out of these gray concrete powders and the gray wool. We got plenty still. So low on our cobblestone. Stone's pretty good. Oh, that reminds me. Oh man. I have not even done anything with the storage over here. Oh boy. Oh, I was so excited because I thought I was done, and I still have this whole... Oh man. Yep. All right. Well, that's gonna have to be for another day. I can't just keep doing this. But luckily we've got that cleaned up. We now have a storage room. It's time, guys. We need to start getting some of these buildings out. And the next thing we really need to do is just to get this infestation spreading through the village a little bit more. Get this new pathway going through. Obviously these colors aren't going to work. So we need to do that next. But what I realized with how much I was running back and forth is that I need somewhere to sleep. Here in the middle, I keep going clear over there. There's a bed over by the iron farm. There's a bed over in my house clear over there. There isn't one really around here. I'm thinking we should probably put a building in. Should it be? Oh, and now that I say that, look, there's another chest over there. I tell you, those things are everywhere. Oh, man. All right, well, I'm going to build up a little house right here. I kind of want to get this little neighborhood kind of cleaned up. So let me try and think if I can figure out if I want to keep this style. I think I do. I think I want to build something long here. Let me figure out that here for a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, we just had a bit of a distraction. I decided to do some terraforming up there. We'll see that in just a minute, but I had to come in and start repairing some of my tools. They were getting a little worn down. I'm kind of doing that here, and then I realized I hadn't shown you kind of the improvements, so I've been trying to get some more bones for the different white dyes that we needed. And so I came down here and I fixed up quite a bit. We finally got that tinted glass in, so now we can start seeing them. Maybe some will spawn while we're waiting for them. Oh, but now at least we can see in there. Oh yeah, there's some guys in there now. I must have depth strider. Look at him walking up the water. That's impressive. We got some of this built out. Got some better stairs over here. If you haven't seen, this goes straight up. So we can go back up the stairs. But this is really where I've been coming to grind to fix my tools. Like you see, I just got my shovel done. That's pretty easy. So we've got a little enchanting station here, grindstone, and then I'm just putting all the excess in here. You can see we've been getting a lot of armor and bows. So I'm trying to sort those out a little. Still got plenty more in here. This is one of my favorite places, just to come over here, get all my tools fixed up. But let's stop that for a minute and let's go up and see that terraforming that I did instead of building the house. Let's jump up there. Okay, and we made it back up here. This is what I was talking about, terraforming. I was just so interested in getting my paths in, seeing what this would look like. Now that we have this building and that, I really hated kind of the grass that was here. So I started taking out a bunch of that. Then they put in some pathways, as you saw over there and over here. Got it going up the mountain a little. I don't know what it is, but I love terraforming, getting these roads in. Oh, missed a spot there. I wanted to start just really grafifying this area. We got to bury a lot of torches. But guys, we're getting something pretty cool here. I love that we're starting to encircle this village. We're going to keep going on that other mini series where we start looking at other houses. Pretty soon I think I'm going to do either this one or the mason. I think it's really fun that it's not just the normal cobblestone and wood, but it's the stripped and what is this? Is this terracotta? Yeah, white terracotta. So we'll replace that. But alright, I've been putting it off long enough. Wasn't getting a lot of inspiration on what to build here, but I think I have some ideas. I think we're gonna do that now. I'm gonna stop procrastinating. We got some landscaping done. Let's get a house here. So let's go grab the stuff. Let's get it built. And just like that, we have another house in the village. I originally had this laid out with the bigger part kind of in here, but the way the terrain worked, it just didn't really work, I guess. So we kind of put the main portion of the house here, which is great. It makes this little alleyway. So when we build up a house here, it'll be the little alleyway to get down to the well. But just wanted to kind of give you a little peek. We got basic house. Got 2 stalls here. I wanted to try and keep with kind of this stalls and that people sold stuff around here and that they had 2 of them here. Again, guys, if you have any recommendations on what to put in here, that would be great because I have no idea. But here's another peek kind of from the backside. Most of this will be kind of covered up. We're going to put some trees around the well. I'm going to put another building here. Probably a smaller one. This one was a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. But guys, that's what it is. And now all we really got to do is start getting in some of the roads here. Like I don't know why, but this last little portion is always the portion that I struggle with. I love to build the buildings, and then sometimes I get stuck on doing all of this. But I like this cobble deep slate and deep slate because it really has a lot of different texture to it. Even like this, when you put it on the side, just a regular deep slate, it has one look, and when you put it touching the ground, it has another. So we'll just finish this off real quick. It's actually not that hard. I don't know why it always takes me so long. But off camera, I'll kind of blend this. Right now, I don't like that it's a hard edge, so I'll blend it off, blend that one too. I guess we should do the one down here into the house. And if you're wondering, there is nothing. Let me show you real quick. Yeah, I gotta fix that too. There's nothing in here. I put 2 beds. I need some interior design ideas, guys. Working in gray is a lot different than I thought. It's a little harder to decorate an interior. So if you have ideas on that, let me know too. We'll be doing that here in a little bit because the more of these houses we get, the more we're gonna need to interior decorate. So if you have ideas, please leave them in the comments. Hit me up on Instagram. I'd love to kind of see the ideas you've got. But guys, that is that building. Let me know what you think. Let me know what goes in here. And I think that's pretty good progress. So just kind of as a recap, we got that in between episodes, did some of this landscaping. We built our first fully functioning and hopefully our last storage room. We'll have everything and then a house that we can sleep in. And I love how much this area is really coming together. We're starting to feel what that village vibe's gonna be. Imagine once we get all of this filled in and all of those homes built over. This is gonna be a pretty cool city. I appreciate everyone for leaving comments, for helping me with ideas. Love to hear more. So again, put them in the description, in the comments, and I'll read those and reply. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon.